Hello everyone, it is Jayden and welcome to The Alpha, the show where we talk about the hottest topics in pop culture and sports. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button on the video, and if you enjoy my commentary and myself truly as always, be sure to tap that subscribe button and to hit that notification bell to get notified when all my videos go live. I love you guys so much. Peace, love, and positivity always, y'all. See ya. There has been a lot of news that's been going on about Wonder Woman recently. There's been fan cast, and there's been a lot of news when we covered it in the past saying that Wonder Woman and Batman are pretty much the next priority right now when it comes to getting the scripts done. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it seems that Princess Diana of Themyscira is soon to be finished, because as a report coming from Variety, Wonder Woman is being fast-tracked at DC Studios. Now, this comes from a overall article written by Variety, and it was titled "A New Day for DC," breaking down Superman's salaries, budgets, and more as studio fast-tracks Wonder Woman and its future. And it really didn't go into much detail into Wonder Woman. Now, I can say, as of today, there was a report that came out about Wonder Woman, and it pretty much was highlighting that, I didn't have it saved, but I can say this. It was pretty much highlighting that the studio, and it was reported by some guy, he works in the media. I didn't really check his credentials. He seemed to be pretty credible, and it was getting shared pretty much everywhere by Discussing Film and everyone else. It said that WB was pretty much looking for a TV star who is not really well known and is on the rise, just as they did Millie Alcock for Supergirl. And later, James Gunn seemed to debunk this by coming out and saying in whatever Twitter, whatever type of social media that James Gunn always uses to comment back on people. I still don't know what app it is, but he came out and debunked that. It said, no, this is not true. We're not casting anybody based off of their background. And he also stated they're not casting anything yet until the script is done. And I know that to be true because James Gunn has been saying this about all his projects. They're not going to move forward in production unless a script is done. So that is what we have so far about Wonder Woman. But I just wanted to discuss some things about what I've particularly wanted to see in the film. Number one, I don't want it to be a love story. The Wonder Woman for me, that is my favorite, although we had the little Wonder Bat, is what they like to call it in Justice League Unlimited. You had this little love affair with Wonder Woman, with Batman, flirting, this and that, but they never got into a really good, prominent relationship. Okay? We've already seen the love interest be done already. With Gal Gadot. With Steve Trevor. And I say this about Justice League Unlimited, and I bring that up because although that one had a love story, it wasn't very prominent. And majority of Justice League Unlimited Wonder Woman and regular Justice League Wonder Woman she is a boss. And I don't like to use the term girl boss because a lot of people in Hollywood at the moment and many people in audiences don't enjoy that word, but we're just going to call it like it is. She's a boss. Okay? She's a bad you-know-what. She is a queen. Oh, sorry, not a queen. She's a princess. She acts as royalty. She acts as such. She's worried about her people of Themyscira. She's worried about protecting Earth at all costs. And she's all about business in Justice League Unlimited. The thing with Batman, it's just a little facade to the side. Okay? She's more worried about her job. So when I say I don't want a love story, I'm talking about from the previous Wonder Woman movies that we got with Gal Gadot. I was fine with it for the first film. You're introducing an origin story of Wonder Woman. You put Steve Trevor as a part of it. I was fine with it. But we all know in the second movie, it was forced. And we all know, and I wouldn't say we all know, but the general consensus by many people was that Wonder Woman 1984 was arguably the worst DCEU movie made. I am one of those people. It was between Birds of Prey, 1984 Wonder Woman, and maybe Shazam Fury of the Gods. But I'm going to tell you right now, Wonder Woman, just because it made me so mad, it came out during COVID, and I was wanting a good movie so bad, and it played with my emotions so bad that it more than likely takes the cake for me. So that's number one that I don't want to see in this Wonder Woman. I don't want to see a love story. Next thing, which I think James Gunn is possibly going to hit on with this script. Make a mythological story. I don't want nothing to really much happen in the real world. I want Wonder Woman, if it does take place in the real world, I want her to have a mythological villain. She did with Ares. You can't possibly say she did it within a certain degree in the second Wonder Woman, because it was a mythological. I don't know. It's been 5 years since I've watched the movie. I don't know the quiet device that was being used. It was some type of wish. It was a wish movie. So they was using some type of something to wish something. So it was mythological to a certain degree. But I want like a Circe. I want some type of Greek mythology type villain in this upcoming Wonder Woman movie. And I would like it to be set in Themyscira. And I would like the final conflict to end up in Themyscira, to where we can possibly see her and her sisters help her battle the villain. That would be super dope. I know if you watch like Wonder Woman Bloodlines, the Wonder Woman Origins, I think is the name of DC animated movie. Great films. Take some stuff out of that and put it in your Wonder Woman movie. So that's what I want to see. I want to see a mythological villain, and I want it to take place at a mythological type setting when it comes to Themyscira. That's mainly what I would like to see. Finally, when casting, think about the future of the Justice League. When casting this character, when casting this person, how is she going to fit in with the other members of the Justice League? James Gunn did that with David Cornsweet. As of right now with David Cornsweet, I am looking very much forward to how his Superman interacts with the Justice League, because his Superman is copy and paste what I saw from Justice League Unlimited and Justice League the animated Superman the animated series. And I know this name that they've been throwing around right now for Wonder Woman. It is actually Jason Momoa's girlfriend, Arjona. It is Adria Arjona. It is a name that has been thrown around right now for Wonder Woman. And I say emphatically, no. When I look at her, she is a great looking woman. Do not get me wrong. But she does not scream Wonder Woman for me. Not even in the slightest. When I look at her, I don't see her and David Cornsweet. It just don't look right for me. She's a good looking woman. Do not get me wrong. I'd like to possibly see. I would really entertain her possibly playing like Huntress, maybe. That's a good character that she would. I would actually love for her to play Hawk Girl. I think she would have really been a nice Hawk Girl. Isabella Merced, they did her injustice. I still think she's got a lot to prove as Hawk Girl. I don't like the way they done her character. But still, I really think Adria Arjona could have done a very good Hawk Girl. But I just don't see her as Wonder Woman. I don't. But she is in the media right now, she is the heavy hitter. And a lot of people was talking about how you want Wonder Woman to be tall. That's not really a final silver lining for me. That's not going to be do or die for me just because of her height. I mean, I don't want to just cast a woman based on her height, because I saw where Angry Joe commented under somebody's post. It was like, yeah, I just saw that she's 5'5". That's not going to work. I don't want to pretty much just cast somebody based off their height. If she's short, fine. Put something in her boots to make her look tall, you know. But Arjona is just, it has nothing to do with her height for me. I could care less about that. I just think somebody else could be more fitted to play Wonder Woman. She just doesn't look like Wonder Woman to me. When I look at her, she doesn't scream Wonder Woman. When I looked at Gal Gadot, she screamed Wonder Woman. And I know a lot of people are saying as well, Gal Gadot wasn't buff enough and they want this actress to be buff. That's not a final stipulation for me either. The girl who actually played the engineer in Superman, she was absolutely ripped. She could have used a little bit more muscle. She was a little too small. But if she could put on some weight, that's the ideal build for Wonder Woman for me in the DCU. So that's what they should think about. Think about the future of the Justice League. When you see them together in a future Trinity type scenario with Batman, David Cornsweet's Superman, and Wonder Woman, do they look right? Do they mesh together? That is very important for me. And lastly, I don't know how I forgot to see this one. Make it feel classic. I want it to feel classic. I don't want it to feel modern whatsoever. Make it feel classic. Make it feel like me watching Linda Carter all over again. I want the suit to look classic. I don't want it to feel modern. I know they're probably not going to do the underwear, so to speak, the trunks, you could say. I know they're possibly going to go with the skirt, which I don't have a problem with the skirt. I would love for them to do the underwear for Wonder Woman. I know it's not going to be the best thing to do live action, because it's going to be very the way Hollywood is now, and I have to be honest, it's kind of, it'll be a little uncomfortable to be doing that live action. As long as they just don't do the pants. I'm fine with the skirt. I just don't want them to do pants. And I don't want them to do a long skirt. I think Supergirl's skirt that we saw in the promo, her skirt looks fine. If they do that for Wonder Woman, I'll be down with that. I mean, we can see right here, her skirt, it works. It looks good to me. And the boots look fantastic as well. It works. So I think James Gunn, he's going to knock it out of the park from getting Wonder Woman's outfit ready. I just wanted to make it feel classic. I really do. I want to have the stars on the bottoms. I want to have a nice chest piece that symbolizes a classic Wonder Woman look. Classic tiara. And I want the classic red and white boots. Please. I don't care for all the new, especially the red looking outfit that they were trying to do for just the stale looking colors that they were doing for Wonder Woman's outfit. I want a nice red and white classic boot, along with a nice red chest piece and the navy bottoms or the blue bottoms, whichever one you want to pick, preferably navy. But that is what I want out of a Wonder Woman movie. So let's just give a little highlight here. James Gunn has pretty much debunked the idea of a TV actress being an eye right now to play Wonder Woman. And maybe Arjona is still in the running. Who knows? We're just going to have to wait and see. I know there's one actress that a lot of people has been throwing out. Her name is Jessica Green. She looks absolutely stunning. She looks just like Wonder Woman. I'm very, very interested, because if he casts somebody who I don't like, and if it is Arjona, and I know it's highly probable because it is Jason Momoa's girlfriend, and Jason Momoa already has a job in the DCU at the moment, I might not be a happy camper, and I might be coming on here with a very good rant. if it happens. But we're just going to have to wait and see. We're currently waiting for the script, but right now, he didn't debunk this part. Wonder Woman is being fast-tracked at DC Studios at the moment. I want to know of your comments down below. What do you guys think of my kind of viewpoint for Wonder Woman? What do you guys want to see in Wonder Woman? Who do you possibly want to see cast as Wonder Woman? I want to know of your comments down below.